And welcome back to Death Battle Prediction! We had Samurai Jack versus Afro Samurai. As always, I'm not saying who won or who lost the fight. Go check out the Death Battle for that. But I will say, if you saw my prediction video, spoiler, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, I was right. So, and, you know, I don't like to rub it in people's faces when I'm right and calling those. But you do get those people who disagree with you and kind of just disagree in that sense where they think they completely know what's going on. It's like, no. And then watching the actual battle, the way they were describing the stats of each opponent, I'm like, yeah, no, this person's got it. So, yeah, I called that one. Oh, and quick note, if you have watched it by now, the animations, the way they animated that was much different than that. Normally they do either like the CGI stuff, which they did for the Ryu versus Jin fight, and that actually looked really good. Or they do like a pixel fight. This was neither. This was like a hand-drawn fight, which, I mean, probably done on the computer, mind you, but still a hand-drawn type of fight, which was really cool. I hope to actually see them do more of those kind of animations in Death Battle. That was really cool. But anyway, we have... I'm trying to figure out what the... obviously, Death Battle, it's Carnage versus Lucy from Elfen Lead, by the way. But Death Battle, like I do, is they take suggestions from people. So, anyone can suggest anything. And in this case, someone suggested Carnage versus Elfen Lead. Now, they're both psychos in some way. I heard someone say Battle of the Psychos in the comments. Like, you're not wrong, but Lucy isn't exactly a psycho in the same way that Carnage is. Carnage is just a serial killer possessed by an alien symbiote, birthed from the Venom symbiote, which is strong overall physically and just has better, more powerful capabilities than a Venom symbiote. So, it's just a psychotic alien monster hybrid. Symbiotic individual. Lucy is a completely different thing entirely. She's like a different, kind of like a subspecies or evolved species of human with an ability called vectors. All vectors are somewhat different, have different capabilities. Hers just gives her invisible hands. Now, I've had Lucy on my Who Would Wins once or twice before. See, this isn't one of those scenarios where I'm like, I don't know how this person wins. I don't know how, but I don't know how one beats the other, if I'm going to be serious. Because it takes a lot to hurt Carnage. Even got ripped in half by the Sentry, and he survived. So, I mean, there's obviously the fire and sound-based weaknesses, but I think Carnage is actually more resilient to, at the minimum, the fire-based ones. The sound, I think he's still very resilient, too. If nothing else, he's more resilient than Venom. Like some of the weaknesses of that are bred out of Carnage from being bred from Venom. Plus, you know, shape-shifting, physical strength, wall crawling, his own version of the web slinging. Leeching off life force. I remember that was another one, which could play a factor. Because of the way he is, he can be very tendrily and manipulate his body. It could be like one of those, if you've ever seen Dragon Ball Z, when Boo separates a piece of his body. It could be like that. A piece of Carnage gets separated, but comes back and attacks Lucy when she's not expecting it. Lucy does have high regenerative capabilities on her own as well, but I believe she does have a key weakness in her horns. I believe there's a spot on her that's a key weakness that if it's like broken or destroyed or something like that, it could lead to her death. Also, despite the fact she does have enhanced regeneration, she's not like impervious to harm, and she doesn't have like perfect regeneration, but she has a pretty high level of regeneration. Those vectors are going to be difficult for Carnage though to deal with because the Carnage might be able to sense them, and it might not. That'll be something we'll have to find out if Carnage can sense these vectors or even see these vectors. Because if he can see these things or sense them, he's going to have a way around them, and then I think Lucy's pretty screwed. Otherwise, if he can't, then see, just because she can hold him down and maybe beat him down does not give her an immediate win. So I'm really torn between these two at the moment. Also, personality-wise, these two are not the same. She's a lot more level-headed. She might be psychotic in some way, but she's a lot more level-headed than Carnage is. Carnage is just psychotic and loves to kill and go wild. So she might be able to think more rationally, but his almost animalistic style and tendencies might overtake her still. Because physically speaking, I think he's a stronger powerhouse between the two of them in terms of raw physicality. Not including the strength the Vectors have, which they have the ability to, I believe, crack the earth. So, in that sense, the Vectors themselves could possibly hold Carnage down. So, I mean, but Carnage's got a lot of X factors to him too. Lucy has a very select amount of ability. She's got regeneration, she's got the Vectors, but she's got I think one or two other things that come with her, but that's about it. Carnage has a lot more variety to him. Coupled on with a lot of intense or impressive physicality, he'd be a very physically tough person to put down permanently. I'm gonna lean towards Carnage. If you're asking me who I want to see win, I'm gonna say Carnage. If you ask me who I think is gonna win, I'm gonna lean towards Carnage, but honestly, this is a weird one. I would have thought that they would have gone with one of the suggestions like Carnage versus Alex Mercer from Prototype. That I think would have been a much more interesting fight in comparison to Throwdown. That would have been, I think, cool because they're kind of similar to each other. Not so much of these. I mean, I guess it's because of like psychological issues. So I'm gonna lean towards Carnage. But I'm not going to be surprised if it's Lucy who wins, honestly. Because this is a really weird matchup to me. What do you think? Do you think Carnage is going to win? Do you think Lucy's going to win? Do you think it's a bigger stomp than I make it for Carnage? Do you think it's a bigger stomp than I think it might be for Lucy? Let me know. Who do you got for this fight and why? Put it in the comments below. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Ideas for who would win. Star Wars, superhero, what if, magic, anything you do on this channel. Put that in the comments below as well. I'll get to that at some point. Who would win throughout the week still? Rogue One. I keep saying Rogue One because it was Rogue Nation was the last one. Fallout is tomorrow. I'm actually looking forward to Fallout. Get down with the victim. You know, that trailer's that's just a sick trailer. I love that trailer. Then you just get Superman himself, Kevin Cavill, just like, I guess you go, and then just to the music, just beating the crap out of this guy. Yeah! Just good stuff, good stuff. That mustache better have been worth it. And from everything it's looking like, yeah, it looks like the mustache was worth it. Anyway, yeah, so thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. I will see you next time.